Hi there, I'm Buck Stowers. Today, for our first interview, I'd like to introduce you to a really good friend of mine, a friend for over 3 years, Maurice Rodgers. Maurice Rodgers came to us at 192 kilos. He started on the 1st of September 2012. This man is a father, a husband, a real great community member. But most importantly, Maurice embarked on a journey with big boys and big girls and continued to lose more than 100 kilos throughout his journey and throughout the 3 years with us. I just want to say thank you for being here, Maury. It's a real privilege and an honour to not only know you for the last 3 years, but just to be here and talk about your journey.
Yep.
And many of you that know Maurice, he's a man of few words and a lot of action. But Maury, I'd like to ask you, what was the defining moment that brought you to Big Boys and Big Girls?
It actually was my granddaughter when she was about 2. Come and sat on my lap because I couldn't get up. And she said to me, "Papa, well, can you come outside and play with me?" And I couldn't get up. I couldn't even catch the ball or do anything. And from that day onwards, I thought to myself, I can lose my weight. And I have.
And how did you find Big Boys and Big Girls?
Hard at the beginning. I was going, what the hell am I doing? But now I'm into it. It's not so much, how can I put it, sprint. It's more of a marathon.
Absolutely.
I wanted to lose the weight. I wanted to do all this within the 12 weeks I was given. But the first 12 weeks was only the start of it. And I just sort of pushed myself. Before you know it, 12 months. And I actually saw the benefits after 12 months. So I just kept on going. And just pushed myself, and there was a lot of other people in there. It was just like a family. You sort of feed off each other. But I got to a stage where I had to push myself a bit more, because I wanted to see the benefits at the end of it. But like I said, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. You just gotta get in and do it. There's a lot of them in there. I take my hat off to you. They're just struggling. I know what it's like.
Maury, we all know that big people use rationale as their excuses. So they will constantly make up an excuse of why they shouldn't exercise, or what is a bigger reason that they'll never ever start. What was some of the rationale or some of the excuses that you used?
I just sort of put it in the back of my head. She's right, that attitude, she'll be right, and just carry on. But I got to a stage where I get on the floor and try and get under a trailer or a truck, and I got stuck because I was so big. Or I'd get down on the floor and I couldn't get up.
And we all know that pain is an extreme driver. So when you're in a lot of pain because of the situation that you're in, we either make excuses or we go to a place and make a decision. And what was that like for you, to actually just make a decision and do something?
Yes, that I got to a stage where I'd get home, and the pain was that bad. I'd have feet in just a long chair and go to sleep, and try and sleep it off. Get up in the morning, the pain was still there. I got to a stage where I just couldn't handle it anymore. So I'm a one for not going to the doctor. She'll be right. Get over it. But I got to a stage where I started visiting my doctor more than once every 6 months. And I said to him, the pain's actually getting bad in my knees. And he just told me, you got to lose the weight. You have to lose the weight. So I said to him, yeah, okay then. And he sort of put me on this with this nutritionist, and I was on a waiting list to join Big Boys and Big Girls. It actually took nearly 7 months before I could get in. That's how long the waiting list was. But yeah,
Right, I tell you, I apologise for that, because once we started, 3 years ago, things got bigger, and we could no longer contain or have enough room inside our facility to be able to take on more people, unless people left, and no one wanted to leave. So now you're one of the guys that haven't left.
Yeah.
And Maury, you understand this well, that life is a tunnel.
Yep.
And that we travel through this tunnel constantly moving with the flow of traffic, and there seems to be no way to get off. But there's a rest of our life is to the side or around the hills that we can't see. And for many big people, they go to work, they come home, and they sort of just exist. Can you explain to me what, because you know what it's like to live in the tunnel?
Yep. Well, that's right. You sort of just, I got into just a routine. I'd go to work, come home, have tea, go to sleep. That was it. That's all I did. The weekends was virtually just sleep all day, and get up, have a feed, and really not do a hell of a lot. It is a hard tunnel to get out of it. Once you get in there, it's I'm sort of, yeah, she'll be right, and, and just carry on. But well, how can I put it?
Is it a trap?
Yeah, it is something like a trap. Yeah.
And why is it that we can't deviate or move away because there are possibilities that we could change our life?
Well, you really need something to actually kick you into getting off, out of the tunnel and into something else. My wife, my daughter, they've been telling me for years, and I just sort of, yeah, whatever, see you later, carry on. But it wasn't until my granddaughter actually put it to, obviously listening to its grandmother and its mother, sort of got in my ear, and I sort of listened, I better do something, and it actually worked. Getting out, off, like I say, off a train, and actually stopping and doing something for myself.
Is fear from being a 200 kilo man, is fear a massive part of just not knowing how you're going to start or how hard this journey is? Because we all know that fear is the great prisoner. It will handcuff you, it will beat you down, and it will stop you from doing what you need to do or what you want to do ultimately deep inside. So does fear hold a big part of being afraid of the journey?
Yes, yeah. I was, before I actually came to the gym, and with my doctor and everything, I was scared to be out with other people, because you see all these little skinny people walking past you, and with you being a big man, you're always going to be a target, everyone's sort of going to look at you, joke about you. And because my doctor said to me, well, you can go to this gym, and I said, no, I ain't doing any of those. Because I said, I'm not going to where I'm a big man, going and seeing all these skinny people in front of me. Yeah, no.
And when you got to Big Boys and Big Girls, how many skinny people did you see?
None. None.
Yeah. But what's the impact? What's the impact of you losing weight and changing your lifestyle?
Well, that one is, yeah, it comes down to, are you willing to lose the weight? You know, everybody can go on a diet and lose a bit of weight, but they put it back on. When I joined Big Boys and Big Girls, I said to myself I'd lose the weight, but I'd try and maintain it, keep it off, and so far it's worked. Um, your lifestyle, everything's got to change. It is the hardest part. It's easy to go to the bakery and buy your lunch, or go and have takeaways, but you can still have it, but it comes down to portion size, really. The lowest weight I've ever got down to was about 98 kilos. Even when I was a kid, I was up around about 101, 102, and that was when I was about 11 or 12. So
Always been big.
I've always been big. Yeah.
What's the impact to your family? What's happened in your family life?
They've actually noticed a lot, and they actually starting to look at if I can do it. My kids are going, oh, yeah, and my grandkids love it because I'm out there playing with them. Whereas before, I just tell them get outside, go and kick the ball.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm out there running around and I'm going to activities that they go to, Whereas before, I used to just stay at home.
And the actual driver, your grandchild, what's the relationship like now? Before you couldn't get up.
Yeah, she's really close. She started playing t-ball and netball, so now every chance I get on a Saturday morning, I'm down there watching her, and it's amazing. The change, whereas before I never went to any of the kids' games. So.
Maury, we've talked in the past about morbid obesity doesn't know a nationality. It doesn't know a gender. It doesn't know a religion. It just takes you all.